the big one. He's been dreaming about this moment since he was a little boy. He never thought it would be this way. Justin Timberlake gets the gold for the last day of September. It's Like I Love You, TRL.
Started like my original band, Second to None, Fury 5, some other bands that were around back then. Just everybody hanging out, just trying to start a scene in New Jersey, because way back then New Jersey never got any respect. Every time a band from out of Jersey like went to New York or somewhere else, you know, all the kids would always shit on the bands, and you know, kids would come here and try and beat up on everybody. So we just kind of started off and policed the scene. Like me and Kevin, man, you know, we have families, but you know, we're not close with our families. Like we could all get together, and it's a bunch of people that, like all of our friends, like all the tech kids, the Fury guys.
It started like that, man.
Yeah.
I just knew it when I was 13 years old. I started hanging out with tech. Well, it wasn't that back then, but it was just because of just the feeling that you get hanging out, and you know that if shit goes down, you got 40 guys behind you.
And that's not even like fighting or nothing. That's just, you know,
anything.
I know if I call anybody, if I'm in any kind of trouble, man, they'll come to me. And that, like, it's like a family you feel in hardcore.
Hardcore, just in the scene, is all loyalty, and that's one thing I'm all about. Old school is just loyalty and people being there for each other, no matter what goes down. Either it's prison or it's just you can't pay the bills or your girl's crying. They're always gonna be there for you.
The only thing, man, I see a lot of these little kids, trying to act tough and trying to start fights, and they're trying to ride on that reputation of New Jersey, you know, has hard kids and doing this and doing that. But kids now, these days, they're coming up in an era where they don't have to fight at shows. They don't have to do this. They don't have to do that. Yeah, they don't know. You know, I see the kids on like the internet and shit, like, I'll stab you and blah, blah, blah. Ain't nobody stabbing anybody, you know. You know, it's just, it's stupid, man. They, like, make bold statements like that. Like, there were kids back in the day, New York and shit, and like old school New Jersey shit, where they really would stab you at a show and had no problem with it, you know. And these, you know, I see some 17-year-old like, oh, I'm gonna stab this kid and that kid.
They
it's
take
stupid.
it so lightly that, you know, what they say is like the new cool thing, and the in thing to do is act tough and be a thug and this and that.
There's no need for it.
There's
now
one
either,
thing
you
is
know?
no need for it. Nobody's doing that. And the other thing is, one, they don't know what that's all about. They don't know what it's like to go to that extent. They don't know what it's like to get it done to themselves.
Yeah, they don't know what it's like to have a gun in their face. They don't know what it's like
to have a gun put to your head or have people shoot at you. They don't know what it's like to get stabbed.
And
they don't know what it's. They've never been punched in the face. These people. Yeah. They're the ones talking like they're thugs, and they'll beat you up. Their crews, this and that.
And they got their fashion,
and
their little fashion shirts,
you know,
on.
They've got their jersey on or their bandana on, their hats to the side, and they're thugs. And they just don't know what the dudes are about.
Kids today think the ghetto's cool. You know, thinks that thug being in jail and shooting people in the head is cool, and carrying guns is cool.
Yeah. Some people that aren't even really down with us anymore because of shit like that. You know, they would beat up some little kid wearing a Second to None shirt because he bumped into them, and they thought that all of us were gonna think he was cool. That's tough. You know, that's just whack, man. That's what makes kids not want to come to shows. I think you got to find the right people when you're, you know, in your band. You got to find the right people that are ready to tour. You know, they're ready to go to the studio for a week.
The day before, he couldn't make the tour, and they called me to play guitar just to fill in.
Kevin had classes.
I was just sitting in my room doing nothing, and Chris called me up. You know, oh, can you come out for a month to California to play guitar? So I had to call work, tell him I was leaving for a month, and then I just wound up in the band when we got home.
Hardcore is not a type of music where you can go to shows and you're gonna make $1,000 every time you guys play. You know, there's times you're gonna drive out for 6 hours and get paid $30, and you know, there'll be 50 people there, and a lot of kids can't hang with that. They're not ready to go. So you gotta find like that group of individuals that are ready to go and strive.
This shit goes out to all the old school motherfuckers. Big Mark, Big Kyle, Stickman, Brett, old school Alex. All the motherfuckers been doing this shit for years and years. The first song on my fucking EP. You never worked to up and sing along. But you was a cat, you tracked this that fucking theme song. So it's called This World Is Mine.
imagine like what you want to be when you grow up. And people say like, you know, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be like a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. And then like people say musician, and everyone laughs at you, you know. But I think it's awesome. Like what we're doing right now is actually, you know, we are living off making the music that we love to play. Not necessarily living, where, you know, like we're rolling around in the money because we have absolutely no money.
No, we're broke.
But I mean, like we're doing what we love to be doing, and we're traveling around the country and, you know, showing people our music and showing people our art. And at this point, we can get by on doing it. So I mean, you can't ask for anything much more in life.
Yeah, like sometimes we'll be in the van and I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, if I see these people one more day. And then like I seriously think to myself like, there are so many people that want to be doing what we're doing right now, even on the small scale that we're doing it on. Like, a lot of people have never even left the cities that they grew up in, you know.
Just remember that a lot of people are sitting in front of the computer for 8 hours a day, you know, wasting their minds away and not doing anything progressive with their lives.
Physically and mentally, it'll take a toll on you, just being away from the people that are important to you and being away from the things that you know so well. But at the same time, like, when you come to a place that's like definitely not your home, and you see people like singing the words to the songs that you wrote in your room, or like, you know, just you meet someone and you find out that a song that you wrote like a couple years ago actually meant something in their life, and like, you know what I mean? It's just like it completely like rejuvenates all of us, I think, to see that we've connected with people.
The little shows are awesome because there's no like barrier, like not like physical barrier, but like people can come up and talk to you all the time.
There's an intimacy factor.
Intimacy, that's what I'm looking for.
Like, when people are right up on the stage singing along with you, it feels so much better than if we're on some huge stage and like the little, looks like all these little small people like way down there. Like, I feel so bad.
Like, when I get down about what we're doing, if we play a show that's like 15 kids and it's like maybe like not as good as certain other shows, just the fact that if you sell one CD every single night, like, you can't really look at it as a bad thing. You know what I mean? You're just like, wow, okay, we honestly made a new fan every single night that we've played for like the last 2 years or something, and like, that's an accomplishment right there. And like, regardless of whether you're playing 2,000 kids or 50 kids or whatever, I think that's always our goal. It's just to touch new people.
Kairos, it actually means time is ripe for change, and I felt that was a really good metaphor for the band, because we're kind of coming into a more natural state of where we want to be. You know, it's more raw. You know, especially when I'm doing vocally, it's just, you know, it's what my body's telling me to do instead of just like getting up there and screaming and being angry. It's, you know, more of a spiritual.
In time, we all twist down, that's why. In time, we all twist down, we are the tasters that bring life to this world. In time, we all twist down, the tasters that bring life.
listening to the Year-End Noises Show, countdown to the best hardcore in 1981. I'm Timmy Somer on WNYU-FM. We play the best hardcore, new and old, released, unreleased, anything you want to hear as long as it's fast and loud and punk and now and oi every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. I got a couple of gigs I'd like to announce. First of all, Black Flag is playing tonight at the Mug Club, Sunday night at Peppermint Lounge, tomorrow night at A7 on Avenue A and 7th Street in the East Village. Christmas Eve show, you got Reagan Youth, you got Bad Brains, Heart Attack, Kraut, Misguided, and to support what's going on in New York to make sure it gets bigger and bigger. Hardcore really, really matters, you know, that it really makes a difference to some people. SOA, Lost in Space, that's number 11 on our hardcore countdown. Before that, we heard Minor Threat, number 14, with Filler. We opened the show with Teen Idols. With Teen Idols, the number 15 cut. Friday night, the Bad Brains, SSD Control Fiends. Saturday night, Bad Brains, Minor Threat, Double O. That's at Irving Plaza. Brand new from the Misfits. This is from their LP. The song is called Astro Zombie. Now we've got 5 pairs of tickets to give away to see the Misfits and the Necros at Hitsville in Passaic, New Jersey. The Circle Jerks from LA with World Up My Ass. They came in at number 7. Really up for tonight's show, and why not, folks? We got a brand new cassette from the Bad Brains. And this one's called I. BC Boys played, they were great. Reagan Youth played, they were great. Bad Brains, great, great, great. Great show. Anyway, we're going to hear something now from the Beastie Boys. This one's called Egg Raid on Mojo. They're one of New York's best. What do we know about partying or anything else? Black Flag with Six Pack off their new album, Damage. It's brand new. It's great, folks. We heard Bad Religion. That's a great, great new album from L.A. That song is called We're Only Gonna Die. The Dead Kennedys, Nazi Punks. That's their second favorite hardcore song of the year, as you told me in your votes. Number 3, the Bad Brains, Pay to Come. Well, folks, this is it. The song you voted as your number 1 favorite hardcore song of the entire year, 1981, by an overwhelming landslide, folks. All your votes told me that this was your favorite punk rock song of the entire year. You asked for it. You got it. Black Flag, Six Pack.
Inhuman kind of spoke to me. It's just something that like just fit the frame of mind I was in, you know, at the time, and just kind of like being numb to a lot of the shit that was going on in my life. I just felt that Inhuman was just like a perfect name, you know, just kind of came out of like depression and anger. We're not the most positive band. I mean, we don't try to be, we never were. But I think overall the band has a positive message, because our message, I think, is just complete individuality, complete rebellion against the norm, complete being the wolf among the sheep. And there's a lot of fucking sheep in this world. That's, to me, that's positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, just believing in yourself and just, you know, fuck everybody else, smashing your enemies.
Most people on an everyday basis who work in your office or work in your, you know, retail place or whatever don't understand where you're coming from with it, but at the same time, it's like something that you understand and the people who you go to shows with understand. You can really, like, you know, get out a lot of the shit that you soak in over the course of the week or the month.
The whole kind of misfit quality, you know, of just like finding a place where you belong. And me and my friends, you know, found hardcore as that place. One of the few songs that we have that is about hardcore is the song My Dedication, which is just, you know, I wrote it about 4 or 5 years ago about how, you know, even though all the time has passed, I mean, hardcore will always be a part of me no matter what I do. You know, 10 years from now, if I'm married, kids, or whatever the fuck I'm doing, if I'm playing, you know, a totally different kind of music, I'll still carry hardcore with me in some way, shape, or form. So even though sometimes it gets me really pissed off and I get disgusted with hardcore, the reality is that it definitely helped me like shape who I am today.
For all the fucking diehards, this is my dedication.
you know, at the time that Indecision broke up and, you know, all that, it was kind of a time where a lot of people were, you know, just selling out, whether it was straight edge or just hardcore, like they weren't into it anymore. And, you know, for some reason people think that in order to grow up, you have to stop going to shows and start listening to indie music and stuff. So I think the message of the band was really just to be a hardcore band and, you know, just make no bones about it. We weren't ashamed to be hardcore. There's been so many times we're in Europe or here, wherever, we're on tour, and shit will go wrong, we'll break down, or we'll need a hand with something, and like kids that you just met 2 hours before, you know, before the show started, are ready to let you sleep on their floor and, you know, help you out, you know, drive you around, like, just because you're connected through the music. Like, something like that is just beyond words, you know, it doesn't exist anywhere else.
It's really great, too, when you're a million miles away from home and a kid comes up to you with, like, a Love is Stronger Than Death tattoo, or for those that love tattoo, and they're like, yeah, this, you know, really helped me out, and they have lyrics to your band tattooed, like, on their chest or wherever else, and it's like, oh, wow, that's great, you know?
Yeah, we get a lot of letters from people just saying, you know, the lyrics got them through a tough time or whatever. And that's, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, it's an email. It's like, oh yeah, cool. But to think about that, it's just like,
the time that someone sat down.
Yeah, it's like, it's insane that if someone really like listened to our record and got them through a hard time, that's like, I really don't even know how that makes me feel.
No, straight edge is still important to me, and I know it's still important to a lot of people too. Like, it's like it's a positive thing. Like, I don't know. I've just seen so many bad aspects of people like abusing alcohol and abusing drugs and stuff like that. And it's cool, like with hardcore as a subculture, like that's where straight edge came from. Was like kids thinking for themselves and trying to have like a clear outlook on things. So
those of us that are straight edge, we're never like, you know, like crazy, you know, like hardline, like holy, like you know, I never like punch anyone in the face that was like drinking a beer or whatever. But I think as time goes on and as you get older, and as more people fall off, like it just makes your beliefs and convictions and stuff like that much stronger, because you almost by default you just kind of become that way, just because it's like, wow, there's like no one left, you know, like there's really not a lot of people left that are like later 20s, you know, mid 20s or whatever.
We'll play a Gorilla Biscuits cover and half the kids at a hardcore show don't know the song, and it's kind of upsetting. It's just like, you know, just because, you know, these bands aren't around anymore doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to them.
I think it depends on what scene you're playing to. You know what I mean? Like if you're playing like a metalcore show or whatever, nobody knows Gorilla Biscuits.
Yeah, but
then when you're playing like a regular hardcore show, like it's like cool to know the older band. So like everyone, like you could play like this obscure like uppercut song or something, and they'll know it.
But I think kids, instead of going and researching where all these bands got their sound from, they'll just take the one band that put it all together and, you know, and combined everything and just copied it. Yeah, like we used to like get Youth of Today record and you read like the thank you list and be like, okay, I gotta get that album and that album. Misfits were playing, and at the time I guess it was Jerry Only, Dez from Black Flag, and Marky Ramone. I mean, like,
regardless, it's not the Misfits, but
it's not. But those three guys, I mean, half of the fucking crowd wouldn't even be there if it wasn't indirectly for those guys. You know, Marky Ramone's there checking his drums. People looking at him like, who's this? Is this the tech for, you know, Dillinger or something? It's like, no, this is fucking Marky Ramone.
And now it's just like if it's not one particular style, like you're either an emo kid or a metalcore kid, or you know, and it's like no one wants to listen to different things anymore, and it's really, it seems like hardcore is not as open-minded as it was, you know, a few years ago.
Lost
Audrey, and she's 3 years old, and we got her at a shelter in Long Island, and it was a kill shelter right by the North Shore Animal League.
This is Basil.
And then when you go to the shelters and you see the dogs there, and you know that like a couple weeks from now, those dogs will probably be dead. Nobody comes to take them.
Yeah. They have just a special love for pit bulls, because most families that go into a shelter looking for a dog are not going to take a pit bull because of their bad rap, you know. And I think
everyone hates them.
I think they should make buying dogs illegal for a while, because there's so many awesome dogs out there that I mean, when you get a dog from a shelter, it's like they totally appreciate and know that you like save their life, you know. Like, you might not think that they do, but they appreciate that you took them, and it's a lot more than just buying a dog for $2,000 at a Petco or a Petland, you know. Are they sweet?
Started out, there was always fights in all the shows and shit. It was just like, it doesn't seem like there's much unity here. Or there'd be like these like New Jersey old school bands that would talk about unity and all this stuff, but then if you weren't cool enough and you weren't from back in the day, they didn't want anything to do with you. And it's just like, all these bands really weren't really doing the whole unity thing. It was more just like a front. And I think like what we want to do with our little scene and with our band is like actually really do it for real. When you're not happy about the state of things, just take your own initiative and do it yourself, you know what I mean? Just make your own thing. That's what we did. I'm really proud of the scene that we have now.
As a whole, I think our larger message is being a positive force and being respectful of others and really listening to what other people have to say, and starting dialogues and not instead of arguments, and really hearing each other, because I think that when we support one another, it does the whole punk rock scene a lot of good, and instead of when we fight with each other or are disrespectful to one another. And definitely sometimes I think we allow ourselves to become too jaded and negative, and we just say, oh, the world sucks, and we allow ourselves to sink into that philosophy instead of realizing that you can actually make a difference by being happy and being positive and communicating your ideas and your love with other people.
I feel like it gives you some kind of closure, and you can talk about your biggest insecurities in front of like hundreds of people sometimes. But also, I have a speech problem, I have a stuttering problem. And I find that the only time I don't stutter is when I talk at a show in front of like people, which is one of the strangest things, because you think that when I'm sitting here talking to my friends I wouldn't stutter, but I stutter. But I stutter like crazy when I'm just having a normal conversation. But when I talk about a song in front of people, I don't stutter at all. It's kind of strange. So in that way, it makes me feel like a stronger person.
At first, I guess I was nervous about it, but the more people came up to me and said, "Thank you for singing that," or "I feel the same exact way," or "I know exactly what you're talking about," it made me feel like I wasn't alone in like my experiences and my struggles.
We often try to write a short song. We'll sit down and say, okay, this is going to be a 2-minute song, and that's going to be it. But it turns into another like 5 to 7 minute song or something like that. And I don't know, it's just really fun to play like an epic song with all these like soft parts, heavy parts, and fast parts, and slow parts, and just mix everything together.
Every day you wake up, you can make choices with what you buy, the language that you use, how you treat people, you know, like the car you drive, just like all kinds of choices that affect other people on a grand scale. You know, like the food that you eat and like the job you work at. You know, there's just like all these little tiny things on a personal scale that we need to look at ourselves and change that first before anybody can all get together and have this revolution where we tear down the state and all this stuff.
But
again.
You said there'd be days like this, and days like this would pass. It seems like a lifetime then, those years went by so fast. You said there'd be days like this, and days like this would pass. I'll try to remember you. You came and went so fast. Days like this would pass. I'll try to remember you. You came and went so fast.
Fuck you, dumbass.
We came across the Situated Chaos record, and they have a song called Kill Your Idols, and basically what the song is about is just like not listening to what they, spew at you these days, and just don't don't look up to people, like respect people, but don't like look up to them and like copy them and things like that.
Thinking now, like, it sounds cocky, but all the shit we've done, like getting to travel overseas and this and that, like, college, I wouldn't learn any of that. Like, I'd be just some sheltered dick, like all the kids in my neighborhood that don't go anywhere. Just sit there and hang out and work in the airport and look forward to that every day. Like, I know there's so much more to life, and I thank, like, what I'm doing for that, or else I wouldn't know. And literally, like music has got me out of the worst moods, and it's put me in the worst moods, and I don't know what I would do. Like, if I wasn't turned on to this shit, I don't know what I'd do, man. It's like so much a part of my life.
I didn't fit in high school. I didn't feel like I really fit in, and like going to metal shows, like that was more my thing. But I even really didn't feel like I fit in there. I even felt like a nerd there. And like when I went to a hardcore show, I didn't feel like a nerd. I felt like I was like part of what was going on. I felt like there was like so much positivity and just something positive about the hardcore scene. Like people wanting to change things.
I could name 50 million bands, man. There's bands that make me cry, man. Like, just because I can always relate, like, on such a personal level with a lot of the shit I listen to, and that's what I like, as opposed to like radio songs.
I got into like metal and punk and stuff that had a little more aggression, stuff that wasn't more like, I guess what you call it now, like radio mainstream kind of stuff, because the lyrics were a little too, I don't know, I guess they were a little superficial, and some of the stuff that, some of the early hardcore bands were talking about was a little more, I I guess if you could say like street level, a little more underground, a little more real to like what I was going through growing up. Just being, I guess being angry as a kid, being rebellious, looking for a different kind of way, not kind of going with the mainstream.
I liked his lyrics, and I said to myself, he's a person that writes about things that are personal to him, but other people can relate to it. He doesn't sing about things that like not everybody can grasp, and like, I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I think, you know, hardcore should be about standing up for what you believe in and singing about whatever's on your mind, and you know, change is definitely important. Like I said, there are people that are sincere, and what they say is from the heart, but a lot of times there's people up there talking about this and that and what you should do and what everybody should do and what this country should do or whatever, and like they ain't even living that when they're home. They're just, you know, it's just, you know, it's for show when they're on stage or whatever.
I think it's all honest, and I think the people that are into us know that our integrity lies in the lyrics.
We all have so many friends in this country now, and in other countries, and it's like, you know, when you come home and you become a normal person again, you know, dealing with people on a regular basis isn't so hard anymore because, you know, you've done it on such a large scale. And I kind of like that aspect about what touring has done for me, because I was always very shy in the past and very, you know, to myself and self-conscious, and like, you know, I'm totally not like that anymore. Like, I'm a fat-ass motherfucker. I'll walk around with my shirt off in a parking lot somewhere. I don't give a shit, you know, because I don't care what anybody thinks anymore, you know? So that's what touring has done for me. It's just made me break out of my shell, have a lot more fun with people.
We're having like road wars with this guy, man. The guy, like, he was going like at 30 alongside of a truck, and we're trying to get past him, and he like purposely slowed down. Me and Andy in the front, Andy loses his mind when he's driving. So finally, the guy gets in front of the truck, goes over the right lane. We passed him, so I rolled down the window. I was like this far away from him. I was like, "Fuck you, idiot!" And we sped up. So he catches up to me. Looks like Jack Tripp and shit with the mad like Herb haircut. He pulls up and he knocks on his own window and looks at me, and he's just like. So Andy like swerves at him, and the guy swerves at us. His wife is freaking out. Andy gets in front of him and jams the brakes. He goes around us. Finally, we catch up to him. This guy's like Nosferatu in the fucking loft, out cold, sleeping. He wakes up. What's going on, bro? Grabs a bottle of Jolt, takes the cap off, lobs it out the window. The shit lands on his fucking like right by his windshield wipers. It just starts spilling everywhere. All I saw was the guy go like that and go off the road, like do like 2 donuts and shit.
normal society, like you see how other people live their lives.
Budgie! Sorry.
You more scared? Shut the fuck
I'm
up!
sorry,
You
I don't
get- you-
to be more creative and like vocally, like singing, but like I mean screaming, anybody could do that.
stand in a police lineup in Austria. Some old German lady got robbed. We thought Rafe took a fucking hat. Yeah, I used to sit in my room with the headphones on because I was able to hear the bass better. Just pressed to my head. My mom would walk in and I'm like, trying to be all casual and shit. Like,
Fucking Bill Cosby is going on the news and all this shit, talking about the Osbournes, how they are a sad commentary of American dysfunctional families. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he out making booty calls and he got a broad who he put through college? Give me a fucking break. Fuck you, Bill Cosby, and the fucking Fat Albert and Cosby kids too. And your fucking pudding pop! Yeah, shove a Jello pop up your ass, you know?
I gotta chew them up good so they can't eat their way out.
Don't worry, I'll be all right.
We basically sing about what's going on in our lives, you know, and whether things are going good or bad and how we could better it, you know. And
it's getting deeper though. Like there's a lot more shit we're talking about now with the new album. It's like melodic, but it's not emo. You know what I mean? It's like melodic, like Quicksand Burn, Dag Nasty, that kind of melodic, you know. But not like over the top, like, you know, it's not fruity.
It'll always sound like us, and it'll always have that hardcore edge, but it'll just get more elaborate and more deep into songwriting and more with everybody's capabilities.
Everybody in the band has a good understanding of what everybody else is doing. So like if Brian or myself comes up with a drum idea, Steve has no problem with, you know, taking it on and, you know, fucking with it a little bit and making it his own. Or Steve wrote the complete song to On the Rise, and he's the drummer. So we never, you know, have any bones about anybody else writing another part. If Mike wants to write a guitar part, he's got that. If Hugo wants to write a vocal line, we all have the opportunity to contribute anything to the band.
you grow up, I mean, listening to the old bands, you know, Agnostic Front, Sick of It All, Cro-Mags, and just like, they've always pretty much portrayed a message as like, you know, to be yourselves and like, you know, forget like what everybody in the outside world fucking thinks of you, and you know the basic message of what I'm getting at, you know, and like when you're a younger kid, you know, it's kind of harder for you to do that, especially growing up in high school and having pressures of like, you know, fitting in, and you know, hardcore when it started was basically like an outcast fucking type of scene, you know what I mean? And it always taught me to be myself, you know what I mean? Even as a younger kid, I'll admit it, you know, I always followed trends, and I was definitely more of a follower, you know. And I feel hardcore has kind of strengthened that and strengthened me as a person.
One day, you know, you got other things going on. Hardcore is just like great, your favorite kind of music. It's just, you know, what really gets you. Another day, it's a way of thinking. It's a way of trying to go about things a different way than everybody else goes about it. Just thinking about things in different lights. Like from day to day, it changes what hardcore means to you as a person.
You know, we're just really happy that we have a really solid lineup now. We're all friends. We all have the same motivation.
We're all on the same page.
Yep. The way I picture Blank Stare is in sort of retrospect. It's like sitting on the edge of your bed and just thinking back of all the good times that you shared with people in your past. It's almost like a tribute to the people that you grew up with, the people that have always been there in your life and always will be there in your life. It's funny because the way the song came about, the title for the song, is I played guitar in the band at the time, and one time I was just standing there, we were about to play the song, and they're like, yo Lenny, what the fuck are you doing? And I was just standing there and I had this blank stare on my face. So it's kind of stuck.
So goes out to all the people that really support us. And I know I support, but I mean it truly from the bottom of my heart. You guys are a chosen few. It's not everybody does. We really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.
From the start, you were there to pick me up when I was down. Back at school when friends were new. Loyalty helped us stay true. To this day, it's still what makes cross. In our hearts, nothing has changed. So when your back's against the wall, I won't let you take the fall. It's I know you would do the same. This is what together will never fade away. Despite differences, our goals are all the same. They're all the same. As the time has passed us by, memories for less and cries. Never giving up. And that's your friends I'll always be. Then I pick you up when you're in need. When you are in need. When trouble comes, I'll never turn away. We'll always stand for what we believe. And we have reasons. No need to live your way. Won't live your way. As the time has passed us by, the memories for us and cry. Never giving up. That's a friend I'll always be. Then I pick you up when you're in need. When you are in need. Come on. As the time has passed us by, the memories last and grows. They're always so true. From the start, you were there to pick me up when I was down. Back at school when friends walked out. Loyalty helped us stay true. Till this day, it's still what makes cross. In our hearts, nothing has changed. So when your back's against the wall, I won't let you take the fall. When you're in it, I'll be there for you. Together strong, always staying strong. As the time has passed us by, the memories for us and cry. Never giving up. That's what friends I'll always be. There with you up when you're in need. When you are in need.
A little help here?
Yeah.
Give me what about free rock. Bears on the lighter in the back against the jump. Take a deep pull, now you're a cocksucker with a big plastic in your mouth, motherfucker. Step aside for a step. You want to make it beneath. One to the brain. And now he's feeling kind of disease. He looked at his phone. Looking just like a dick. Getting fucked in the ass with a big black dick. The mid-smoke scratch the cheese, a piece of shit. You still look fine, now she looks shit. You just about anything but some of that rock. You do your around the paper and the liquor which I got you. From getting expensive, don't you get gonna need.
you know, not about killing people. You know, the name means that no one is invincible. You know, everybody gets hurt no matter who you are. If you're a cop, if you're a fucking scumbag on the street, we're not like, you know, out there trying to fucking tough guy people and shit like that, man. We're out there just trying to have fun, man.
I mean, look at these twiggy bones right here. Whose ass am I kicking?
A lot of people think that's just, oh, they hear the name, everybody gets hurt. Oh, these are a bunch of fucking guys who are gonna come in and fucking start punching you in the face, this and that. And it's not about that. We fucking make music and it's fucking beautiful music and that's fucking what we do.
No, they judge us on the crowd. The crowd goes fucking crazy, they beat each other up. Right away, we're bad guys. What did I do? I'm up here telling jokes.
You know, I think everybody really wants to get to know my friend Tomoki a little better. So, I'm gonna translate. I speak Japanese, don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. So, Tomoki, what is your favorite thing about living here in the United States, Tomoki?
そうですね。いいんじゃないですかね。いいよ。いい。
What Tomoki said is that he loves American weed, round-eyed women, and big boobs.
There's two sides to every story in life, you know, and when you're in the pit and you see this big guy, he's going off, he's going crazy, you know, people react differently towards him. People think, oh, he's out to kill someone, or people think, oh, he's just having a good time, which is the truth, man. The guy's just having a good time. It's not about running into each other face first and stuff like that. It's about showing respect for one another, man. It's about that one guy fucking not going all out for himself, about that one guy going out for the whole crowd, man. Just trying to make it the best show possible. People just giving their fucking hearts and souls, fucking tearing their hearts out in the pit, throwing it on stage right at us, man, while we're up there playing.
Tomoki, what do you think of the New York hardcore scene, you know, as compared to Japan, you know?
ニューヨークもいいんじゃない？ニューヨーク好きよ。
All right, what he said was that you guys dance real hard with a lot of skill, but you should all learn to take a bath, because you fucking stink.
And every day there's something new that fucking drills on your fucking dome. And I just write about it.
Of course, a lot underground, bro, you know? A lot of it's from the heart and it's just raw.
We're elevating it and we're not fucking putting it in a bottle and closing the top on it, man. We're just fucking opening the bottle and letting it all fucking out, man. Fuck what anyone else says, man. We're just doing our own shit.
Tomoki! You got anything else to say to these fucking people or what?
Fuck all you guys!
Wait all night, streets for rent, do it all.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking have.